Hello everybody, welcome to Pravega Civil Service Academy. I'm Sandeep. So let's start the topic. See, I've taken an important topic for this time, that is the India ASEAN relations. Especially for this year, mains 2018 is concerned. I think it is an important topic for paper 2. The main important aspect, the reason why I think this is important is that, see, ASEAN has come into existence in 1967 as a purely trading body, and now it is celebrating its 50 years of its existence. Okay, so 2017-18 is considered to be the year wherein they have actually the 50 years of existence has taken place. So that is an important point. And the other important point is that, see, we India have actually made a partnership with ASEAN way back 25 years ago. So that is another issue, another important factor. And the second important factor is the 15 years of our summit level dialogue with ASEAN, and the 5 years of strategic relationship, strategic partnership India has made with ASEAN. So these are the reasons why I think there may be a question on India-ASEAN relations is concerned. Okay, for paper 2. So let's start it, because see, as I've rightly pointed out, we have around 25 years of existence. We have got the 25 years of partnership with India and ASEAN is concerned. We have got 5 years of strategic partnership way back in 2012. We have signed the strategic partnership with ASEAN. So considering all these facts, and it should be understood that in commemoration with this particular partnership, we have actually invited the 10-member heads, the 10-member chiefs, to our Republic Day celebration in January 26, 2018. And all the members respecting our invitation has come to the parade, to the Republic Day celebration, now participated in the program. This shows India's influence in the global arena right now. This is a foreign policy success also. So considering all these facts, it's an important area to be touched upon. See, actually we have to understand one thing is that when we have actually started the program of looking east, that is looking the Southeast Asian neighbors, actually it all started in a vigorous manner way back in 1992 when P.V. Narasimha Rao was the Prime Minister. It was called the Look East policy, where we gave much importance to the trade and commerce aspects with our Southeast Asian nations is concerned. But over the period of time, our preferences, our choices, our priorities, everything got changed, and it got revamped to a new thing, like a new scheme like Act East policy, which was adopted in 2015 by our beloved Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi. So in this regard, we have to understand that it is the aftermath of the Cold War era. It is the aftermath of the Soviet Union collapse that we have started engaging with the Southeast Asian nations on a vigorous manner. Okay. So, as I rightly pointed out in the beginning, ASEAN is basically in the beginning, that is from 1967 onwards, they were actually purely a trading body. They concentrated only on the trade-related aspects of their member countries, that only. But after a period of time, they have shifted their focus, and now they are shifting to strategic partnership, defense partnerships, to the military engagements, etc. and all. So that's a policy shift as far as ASEAN members is concerned. So that is the thing which I would like to point here right now. And the second important point, especially with regarding to the India-ASEAN relations is concerned, is with respect to the economic aspect, the economic ties with the Indo-ASEAN is concerned, is that our trade with ASEAN was hardly around $2 billion way back in 1992. But it has increased to a level of around $12 billion in 2002, with an annual growth rate of around 12%. Now the figure is around, that is in 2016-17, the figure is roughly around $78 billion. It's around $78 billion right now. That is on 2016-17 figures is concerned. So that's what the trading moves right now, because if you look at the annual compounded growth rate, it is around 22 to 23% annual growth rate has taken place from 2002 levels. It's a good one because there is around 20 to 23% annual growth rate, means it's a commendable achievement. But at the same time, we have to understand one thing, that we have actually could not achieve the target fixed by ourselves to achieve the target of $100 billion by 2017, which is something needs to be looked upon. Okay, that's the economic aspect is concerned. We are actually mulling a free trade agreement with ASEAN. We have got the RCEP. We have got the East Asia Summit. And the RCEP with 10 other members. I'm sorry, not the 10, but the 8 members. So in fact, we have got a robust economic ties with ASEAN members is concerned. And coming to the other aspect, India and ASEAN are natural partners in itself. We have got, as rightly pointed out by our Prime Minister himself, the 3 key pillars of India-ASEAN relations is based on 3 C's. That is the connectivity aspect, the cultural aspect, and the commerce aspect. These are the 3 important factors which you must understand while you are writing the examination. Kindly mention these 3 key aspects, because these are the keystones of India's foreign policy as far as ASEAN members is concerned. So that is the thing. And the other important aspect which I would like to say is with respect to the strategic partnership with the ASEAN is concerned, because we are enlarging our scope not only with that of trade and commerce only, but we are going to new arenas like counter radicalization measures, counter terrorism measures, joint military operations, space and development, science and technology, culture, connectivity, infrastructure, etc. So that is one of the most important, because you all know that our northeastern states is immensely benefiting with the kind of connection which they have with ASEAN. You all know that the multi-modal project of Kaladan in Myanmar is an Indian developmental project. And the other important one is the trilateral highway, that is from the India, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos. Trilateral highway project is another one. The Mekong Ganga project is another one. So we are actually improving our relations with ASEAN members in the form of different forums, by people-to-people contact, investing in infrastructure, investing in connectivity, etc. And also that is the one which I would like to highlight here. As far as the strategic connect is concerned, we have already dealt with the economic aspect, and the third important point is with regarding the cultural aspect, because as you all are aware that the Southeast Asian nations, they have an immense Buddhist people. A lot of Buddhist people are there in the Southeast Asian nations, and Buddhism, as far as India is concerned, it is a bedrock, or even we can say Buddhism has started or evolved from India itself. So we can have a cultural impact on ASEAN members with Buddhism and other Jainism, etc. and all. So that is the other important as far as cultural links is concerned. And the northeastern states, you know that northeastern states are actually needs much more investment in their infrastructure. So I think the export sector can very well be focused from northeastern states to the southeastern nations, because they are geographically there is a geographical proximity between the northeastern states and the Southeast Asian nations. So in that aspect also, I think we can have a better engagement. So even the military exercise is concerned, we are used to conduct a lot of military naval exercises with Southeast Asian nations. For example, we have got the Simbex with India and Singapore naval exercise. So we have got the Garuda with Indonesia. So we have a lot of military exercises for concerned, and the other important factor is with respect to the China factor. China is creating the string of pearls, the maritime silk route is going on. So considering all these factors, we have actually started. I think everybody will be knowing the project Mausan. Okay, the initiative of India government, the project Mausam. It's a wonderful initiative. Sagarmala project of India government. These are all. It is not against China. I'm sorry, if please don't misunderstand that it is against China. It is not against China, but it is like we are not countering it, but these are all Indian initiatives. So we have to understand the geopolitical situation in these areas also as well. The condition of the South China Sea disputes. They have got so much of disputes with Japan, the Senkaku Islands, or with the Philippines, or with Malaysia. So considering Vietnam, the issue with Vietnam they have with the China have with Vietnam. So considering all these factors, we have to maintain a good relationship with Southeast Asian nations as well. So considering all these factors, we have to understand that coming to the conclusion part. Okay, I'm not going further because I think I've dealt with all the subjects. So you should understand one thing, that 30% of the total population of the world lives in India and the Southeast Asian nations. Okay. And around $5.6 trillion is the total economic size of both the sides, that is India and ASEAN. So that itself contributes to the third largest economy in the world. So considering all these aspects into the matter, our relations has to be put in order. Greater emphasis has to be made on connectivity issues, on the commerce aspects. We have to conclude the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, the RCEP mechanism at the earliest. And we should make the FTA, the Free Trade Agreement with the ASEAN in a robust manner, in a revamped manner. Also, we have to understand the security issues as well, like the Rohingya issues, the issues with respect to the smuggling and other illegal activities happening near the Myanmar border as well as the Bangladesh border. Though Bangladesh does not come under the Southeast Asian nations, it is on the BIMSTEC style. We have to make arrangements for that. So considering all these factors, we have to improve the relationship with ASEAN, and we are actually doing it also. So that's it with respect to India-ASEAN relations is concerned. Kindly do share your thoughts with me. Any doubt, any suggestions, any additions, So kindly do it. Thank you. Subscribe our videos. Thank you, everybody. Bye.